it's hopping around here today. Welcome to the home show. I'm Gary Collins.
And I'm Dana Fleming. And if you can't tell by now, Gabor is in our kitchen.
And I will show you a Hungarian chicken recipe which my great-grandmother cooked. I also cook it. Nobody else in the family can cook.
Okay.
All right, good enough for me. Former Miss America, Phyllis George, is with us today.
I'm on the road all the time, so naturally I picked up some great packing and traveling tips. And with vacation season here, I'll show you how to make your trip a lot easier.
Movie mom Nora Fraser has been up to Canada.
Yes, I talked with the man they call the Canadian Walt Disney. He makes movies for teenagers with positive messages and no violence. And the kids are flocking to the movies.
Diane Thomas is back from Logan, Utah. That's just a hop, skip, and a jump from where you live.
That's right. That's where they held the world's biggest Dutch oven cook-off. I'm going to show you 3 of the prize-winning recipes, Gary, and some prize-winning tips to cook in your Dutch oven.
Dr. Michael Resnick has some great news from China. Michael?
That's right, Dana. It's a miraculous new herbal burn remedy that heals burns without scarring. If all goes well, it could be in America soon.
And Howard Stevens is standing by somewhere in the heartland of America. Boy, how he looks a little shiny, doesn't he? Oh. Anyway, he's out there ready to surprise this week's how-to video winner with a $1,000 check. Howie?
Check. Check, Gary. What check? There is no check.
What?
But we have a special, this is bigger than a check. We have a special surprise for our winner this week.
And we'll be right back with Gabor.
We just found a couple of passions. Zhazhas, and what are they? The 2 things you can't live without?
Coffee and men. Men first and then coffee.
What about diamonds?
I can live easy without diamond. First a man, then of course coffee, and then horses, because I like to ride horses. Oh, everything else I can live without. Or my child.
All right, but we can't do without Hungarian
chicken.
Now I'm going to show it to you. Now I put in this
for
type of margarine. You can make it with, in Hungary of course they make it with pig fat, pork fat, but that's out of fashion now, kind of a cholesterol. So we do this and we put in onions. Pfui, I hate it, but you have to do it. Ugh, it's going to smell like hell.
I can't believe Zsa is cooking.
I always
do you cook at home?
I cook for Mother when she comes, for Eva. Eva can't even cook an egg. Mother can't
Now,
cook.
wait a minute. I did a house tour of Ava's house.
Yeah, but she still can't cook. She says she can. Mother says she can cook and she can't cook.
Ava, call me and let me know. You can cook, right? Her kitchen is wonderful.
Beautiful, all yellow, gorgeous. But I cook there. I go there and cook. Eva says, baby, come. When she is nice to me, it's seldom. But when I go over, when she wants to catch a man, she says, come over, darling, and cook. So all my life, since I was Mrs. Hilton, when she wanted to catch a man, baby, show your leg, because I have better legs, or cook for us.
Staying out of this.
But I love Ava.
You have great legs.
All right, can we give equal
I have the better
You
legs.
both
Someone
are.
get Ava on the phone.
Ava is in Bahamas with the Reagans and with Mr. Merv Griffin right now.
Okay, now listen.
She doesn't have to cook with Merv Griffin.
No,
I love to
that's
cook,
for sure.
actually.
Where does this recipe come from?
That is from Budapest, Hungary, from the whole Hungarian country, which is a great country. Yeah, turn it off because you can't cook without gas.
Here, there. Without
Oh,
gas?
I see. Yeah, we have the
it?
fire
Not
on very low.
Gas.
Well, we
Now,
kind of
gas.
make believe
I
here
have
anyway.
to explain that.
Yes.
This has to get to sort of transparent, the onions. Then you put in an even more smelly stuff, the garlic. But these things still a necessity in life. Ooh.
Garlic and onions, you can't lose.
Garlic and no, you can't lose. Now this is starting to cook now. Now
All right,
you're
so what do we
cooking
have?
with gas.
A couple of onions and a
And the garlic.
couple of tablespoons of garlic or teaspoons.
I don't know how much. I work by
You
my
do by
brains.
your,
Ouch. Now that goes like this. And
Yeah.
now, of course, I always cook too hot, but that's better. I hate it when it's not sort of making that wonderful noise. Now you have this. Now you take the tomatoes, which are sort of cut small, like this. And now you put green pepper, because Hungarians cannot live without green pepper. And look at my skin, and mother's skin, who's 85, is the
You think
same.
that's green peppers?
Yeah,
Really?
vitamin C. And B. Well, we all live on green peppers. I can't even eat without green peppers.
And good genes. I think good genes.
Well, the
have a
good
lot.
genes come from Attila the Hun and from Genghis Khan, because we are that's why that policeman thought he's going to arrest somebody just normal. He stopped me and he insulted me. I said, I'm the son of Genghis Khan.
Maybe that's something you ought to put on your license plate.
Yeah. Genghis.
No, I had on my license
Zsa the Hun.
No, I had on my license with Mr. Nixon thing, and that he hated more. He tore that off. Mr. Nixon gave it
Now, is
to me.
all that stuff behind you? It's all over with?
Yes, I had
Taken care of?
300 hours of work, with children which
Community service.
I love those children. retarded children. Then I had 3 days in the horrible jail.
Yeah.
How was the food
How
in there,
was
by the
it?
way?
But how's the food?
How was the food?
They give you
They give you anything
horrible
Hungarian?
hamburger with some mashed potato and green peas uncooked, and they put it in the microwave and they bring it out with brown sauce, which I despise. And then they give you a piece of bread, which I didn't eat, so I ate bread there, which is good because my skirt got a little bigger.
So you lost what? You were in there 3
Can
days,
that cook
right?
a little higher? Can it be higher?
Now, we've got the onions,
want it
the
higher?
bell
Okay, hang
peppers, and we've got the tomatoes in there.
This
You
has
cook
to
this?
almost become a mash. Now you take the chicken, which is cut very small. But wait a minute, I have a broken finger and a broken
I'll do
wrist.
it.
Push that in.
What happened to your finger?
The policeman broke
That
my
is still
finger.
from that?
Yep.
And what about your wrist? You
Mess
said-
with kitty boxes.
Did I miss something? What did he grab you or something? Is that what all
Grabbed
this
me.
is?
He
Oh, I
turned
see.
my arms out. This is going to break
Okay.
both arms. Then,
All
when he
right.
had the handcuffs on me, he kicked me. Well, anyhow, it's not through with me. Now that I made all my punishments through that
All right, now,
Reuben sandwich.
isn't he a centerfold or something, this police
He's
officer?
going to be.
He's on a
I
calendar.
must
On a
say one
calendar.
thing about him, though.
He's
He
rather
is
good looking, isn't he?
Bored. I sold my Rolls Royce. I don't
Oh.
want to drive anymore.
Holy cow!
Guys,
Excuse me,
you
but
see
look at
how-
all
How
this
much are you putting in? This is
paprika.
This
paprika.
has to be. This
Look
has,
at this.
well, I am joking, but the policeman.
Look at.
All right, but how much do you normally put in?
This much. It has to be red.
It says Hungarian paprika. Is all paprika Hungarian?
Well, the good paprika comes from Budapest and Debrecen, actually. It's Hungarian. But what do you think we are so wild for? We are grown up on green and red paprika. This
Yeah.
That's
is
paprika, right.
the green
All right,
is also...
so once you get all this stuff in
No,
there,
no, it's not finished.
that's perfume, isn't it?
It's perfume.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
is
can't-
after
I'm wondering why she has
I
That's
don't know.
after no. After I'm finished with all the smelly stuff, I put perfume on myself.
Oh,
Because
It's part of the
you see,
ingredients.
girls, one thing, it's not enough to cook a good meal for your husband. You also have to smell good after it because men are very demanding. You can smell after onion when you go in the come out. So after I'm through, I put thing on me. Now, here is a sour cream which goes on top of the whole thing. Of course, it has to be cooked a little longer, but this is a TV show. What do you expect
how
from a
long?
TV show?
How long, Zsa Zsa, would one cook this dish?
This has to be cooked until the chicken is soft. It depends what kind of chicken you buy, but girls cook the chicken well because I also look at television. There's some kind of a terrible disease you can get, which I forgot the name of from chicken.
What,
is
chicken,
it?
salmonella?
Yeah, it's salmonella. It
All right,
sounds
so be sure you
awful.
cook your chicken well.
Everything has to be cooked well.
Maybe an hour if you had to guess.
No, not so long.
Well, take a guess. How long would you cook it if
I
it
would
came out?
30. How about 30?
No, 45 minutes.
45
Okay.
minutes.
You didn't
Okay.
guess well. Look how wonderful it's getting. Oh, my. Did not take the skin off, but we may take it off. And then we put butter and parsley on it.
Butter
Must
and
I eat this
parsley.
here?
And is this,
All right,
I
you
mean,
got
with the sour cream, it's not really a low-cal dish.
Well, you have light sour cream now. Are you crazy?
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
You
I'm
can
crazy.
buy that.
Let's have a taste. Let's have a taste.
Is that good?
Oh.
See, I love that sour cream.
The sour
the
cream.
paprika.
Well, you can.
This is
It's great.
wonderful.
Girls, if you listen to me, I hope you can do that with veal, cut small, and with beef too, because the veal
this
cooks.
is
And with
wonderful.
pork, that's called paprikash. That's the famous Hungarian paprikash. You can make it with chicken. I like it with chicken. With pork, I like it better. But you can do it with veal and with beef. I usually mix the veal and the beef and cook it like that.
Okay.
Paprika.
I must say one thing.
Yes,
you have
please.
to be one of the best-dressed chefs we've ever had on our show.
But I believe you have to look good, sweetheart. You can't look like a cook in the kitchen.
No, you don't.
You know what
And on
they
that
say?
note,
She's adding more paprika.
But it has to
on
be
that note, well,
red.
thanks, Zsa Zsa Gabor. Thank you, Zsa Zsa, for coming by. The Hungarian paprika chicken. Newsletter number 135 will have this recipe. Coming up next, Nora Fraser, movie mom, is going to talk to the man that they call the Canadian Walt Disney.